Hey all, so in an effort to work my way through lots of stories that I'm seeing online and across Puerto Vallarta social media, in an effort since I can't be on today with CPS News, obviously, and I don't know what we'll be able to cover on Monday as this is a volatile situation. The situation in Puerto Vallarta right now is that it has been confirmed that uh, Mencho, as he's called, who is the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, was killed on Sunday, the 22nd, today. In response, cartel forces are in action across Jalisco. Um, Currently, outside of my windows from a 10th floor balcony, I'm seeing smoke across the city and fires, mostly to cars, but there are reports of some businesses, but I haven't personally seen them. Once again, unless I personally see something or have it validated, I'm not going to share it. I can see the airport from one side of our building as well. There are no planes taking off, there are no planes landing. I have seen reports from credible sources that there were some cartel members that might have gone into the airport and there was an evacuation of people, but for right now, there are no planes coming in and out. I did see quite a few bit of smoke and fire coming from the front area of Vedanta at one time this morning. I'm not currently seeing that myself. That is quelled. I am seeing a lot of fire and smoke coming from our south. Down in Centro Romantica Zone, probably Fluvial. Um, there are reports of activity that could happen at 2 p.m., but I can't confirm or deny that. As always, I'm in touch with the reporters and, of course, Jesse Reeves, my co host, on what they're hearing or what's being said at and in the news desk. Right now, I'm not getting a lot of updates outside of what you all are seeing on Facebook right now. So, again, in an effort to do as I always do and make sure I'm only sharing news that I can absolutely validate. That's where I'm at right now. This is in retaliation. There are rumors of an incursion at the Ishtap jail. Again, I believe that source is true. It's not something I can validate 100% myself. Also, a big thanks to Charlotte, who's out there also reporting and helping bring in information. So, my plan is to go live again if needed. And as things continue, right now, the next deadline or the next reported deadline of things that or activity that could be happening is at 2 p.m. today. Currently, that's about 30 minutes from right now. So, just keep an eye here. And again, I'm only going to be sharing, and I know this is going to go ad nauseum, what I can confirm, what I can see, or what information is sent to me that I know is 100% valid. Try to avoid any, panic about AI images. Some people are taking advantage of this situation and sharing AI images. But what I can say from a emergency response standpoint is, have water on hand, have your devices charged, have your battery backups charged, your flashlights. We don't know if there's going to be a power cut. I'm not saying that there is going to be, nor would I spread that. But those are probably some things you should do to be safe outside of the obvious, which is not going outside. So, again, stay tuned. I'll come on again here in a little while and update whatever I know. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm living this with you, everybody. So I'm learning and getting information as you are. So be patient, hang in there, and I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, everybody, I'm back on. It's currently 1:40 in Puerto Vallarta. This is Brent Lane, anchor of CPS News. The biggest update I've got out my window, and because I'm not doing this on my phone. I'm doing this in my studio. There's a helicopter, military helicopter, currently flying over the main road. It's landing at the naval base right now after doing a few circles around close to the marina area, and it's landing. So I'm currently watching a military helicopter over 200, which is the main road here in Puerto Vallarta. I'm also getting information from a source I find extremely credible and patient with news like I am. Charlotte Smith is sending me info she's approved releasing. She's saying the Puerto Vallarta municipal government is strongly urging residents and visitors to remain indoors and avoid non essential travel. Multiple roadblocks and vehicle fires continue to disrupt the city, as you know. Officials report that public transportation services are temporarily suspended. Governor Luis Munguia has suspended services. The roads are essentially empty, as many of us here know that. Do avoid the roadways. Businesses are asking to consider temporary closing, and I believe I read that Luis Munguia, our mayor, has asked the businesses to shut down for today, and advising guests to stay on site wherever they are. The Puerto Vallarta Airport has been an area of concern and a lot of question today. The latest from Charlotte is that the Puerto Vallarta International Airport has not reported a closure, but travelers are encouraged to check with their airlines regarding their flights. There have been some videos out showing people scrambling around the airport. So my recommendation, again, unverified by me because I'm not there at the airport, is that the airport and traveling to or from the airport would not be advised as of right now. We'll continue to monitor that situation. Though again, according to Charlotte Smith, an official closure has not been announced at the airport as of 1:41 this afternoon, Puerto Vallarta time. Again, reminder to the public to stay alert, stay inside, keep following your local news as you see it. It's coming in hot and heavy to me right now, even as we're talking. So with that, I'll continue to update. I think my next major update will probably be 2 p.m. Again, I don't want to share anything that I don't know is true or not true. There are deadlines being mentioned by the cartel of 2 p.m. regarding a release. I don't have more details than that right now. Outside of that, like my last video, my reminders would be, have buckets of water filled up, have your devices charged. Nobody knows how long this is going to last, if it's going to get better or going to get worse. I can currently say I get a pretty wide view of the city from where I'm at, and the city is quiet. The city is shut down. Nobody's really out except for the military personnel I see, and I do see pockets of small fires across the city. They seem to not be as bad as they were earlier. But again, stay inside, stay safe, and I will probably come back on here in about 15 to 20 minutes with more. Also monitoring the flight board at Puerto Vallarta International Airport right now. Almost every single flight either shows diverted or delayed. So again, just reiterating on something that seems inconsequential during this, but a lot of people are asking about the airport status, so I'm going to share that with you. Again, the big thanks to Charlotte Smith for providing a lot of information. We're working hand in hand with her excellent reporting and really digging down into what the real news and what the facts are, which of course is all I'm going to share today. Okay, we'll talk to you guys again in about 20 minutes or so. Okay, everyone. 2 o'clock is past. It's about 2:15 right now. It's eerily quiet outside. I do want to tell you right now, if you're watching this live, CNN's about to go live with a news story. So if you are interested in what the U.S. is reporting on this, they're about to go live on CNN. So I don't want to keep you, but if you've got access to U.S. News and CNN, they're about to go live with a story from Puerto Vallarta and video. Other than that, I am getting reports and have seen video of the kiosco in Centro, downtown Puerto Vallarta, that got burned out. And I have also seen firsthand through the video the looters going in. Unsafe for them, unsafe for everybody. So do be aware and do stay on top of that and stay inside. Again, kiosco downtown burned. I also had information from one of my sources that a gym also burned. I think that was over in Fluvial, but I'm not 100% sure. A lot of information's coming in. So stay vigilant, stay on top of this, and I'll update again. I don't want to keep you from the CNN video coming in just now, so tune in and watch what the international news is sharing. Okay. Okay, brief update. Again, it's currently 2:24 in Puerto Vallarta. The latest update for those who missed it is, as I reported a little while ago, Puerto Vallarta was live on CNN. They did have a local correspondent. She was a little hard to hear, but a lot of the videos you've seen on social media and the photos were in there, including a few that you guys have been sending me. So thank you for that. CNN does say that the State Department and the state of Mexico has definitely issued a shelter in place. The U.S. says shelter in place for all U.S. People within Mexico. I think most of us are following that. I can say, from my view, which I, again, if you haven't been watching these, I do have a pretty big view of the entire city. A few new plumes of smoke have come up. Um, Charlotte Smith is one of my correspondents who is getting the reporting in. She's saying that they don't have a death today or shootout that's confirmed. I believe that's what she's saying. I'll clean that up and verify that with Charlotte here soon. But again, big shout out to her for providing stories. Also got a photo from the north on the Highway 200 from Boulevard Nueva Vallarta. I see a car on fire. Somebody sent that a couple hours ago. Thank you, Jordan, for sending in that photo. I believe Raj is sending in some video from downtown as well. I've asked people to continue to post their videos and post only verified news videos and photos to these videos I'm posting so we can keep up with them. Other people in our community who we are all attached to. Pam Thompson's been in touch. Again, she's been here for many, many years, 33 years, and this is a very emotional moment and sad moment for her. Again, just reiterating shelter in place, stay safe. If any other updates come from that, I will let you know. But as I've been doing, I just continue to reinforce stay vigilant, keep your eyes open. This could get worse. It is quiet now, and I understand that, but don't be fooled. Don't go outside. Continue to have water on hand, food, if you have any. Also, side note, if you live in a condominium like many of us do, you might want to consider bringing food or water to your workers. They are also locked in for the most part throughout Vallarta. So we are currently, Laura just ran down waters to our workers, and we're providing them food as they are stuck here, as we are in lockdown in place here within where we live as well. So again, think of those around you as well who are affected and can't get home to their families or get food or water. So that's the update for right now. I'll continue to stay on it, and again, only bring you those videos or those photos or those reports that I find credible and 100% accurate to help us all weed through what we're seeing on Facebook and what we're seeing on social media, and bonding as a community and staying informed. So again, I don't know when I'll be on again. It's currently 2:27. I'm going to sign out. Maybe a half an hour, maybe an hour. It just really depends as the news hits. So thanks for watching. Again, this is Brent Lane, CPS News anchor. Again, we will be on. I'm not going to say we will be on Monday night. At this point, I really don't know how this is going to develop. I don't know if I'll be on Monday night to share information. So I would say stay right here, stay tuned in, and keep sending me the messages and information you find. As right now, this is the only viable news that that I'm seeing out there right now and sharing with you. Okay, that's all for now. Okay, quick update. Again, a lot of people are asking about the airport, and one of my connections sent me an official statement from Grupo Aeropuerto del Pacifico, who runs the airports, and they have an official statement that just went out that says the situation reported in various areas of the state, they're saying, did not affect internal operations of the terminal nor the safety within the facilities. I know we've seen a few videos that don't look like that's totally accurate, but again, I'm just reporting what's coming out. So the airport says they're under the protection of the elements of the National Guard and the Secretariat of National Defense as a part of an ongoing coordination with efforts of the federal authorities. However, due to decisions made by the airlines today, Sunday, February 22nd, all international operations and most domestic operations are canceled. Again, I've shared a lot of this. Other people have shared it. We've seen the delay in the diversions board. So again, they're going to urge all passengers to remain calm, follow instructions. If you're currently at the port or airport, do not uh, follow instructions. If you're going there, don't go there, obviously. And Grupo Aeroportuario del Pacifico recommends that all passengers at the airport stay in communication with the airlines to learn about any changes to their itineraries. Also got a message from one of my contacts that said this would be downtown that they did see. Again, this is unconfirmed by me. This is by someone else, one of my connections. Said they saw 4 armed cartel members on motorbikes drive down their street, and shortly after they heard an explosion and then no power. Again, this is not something I can report on. This is not something I can see, but this was sent to me. Again, still in touch with Charlotte and a few of the others in our community that are sending in videos. If you have anything that you see that you have confirmed, please send it in and I will get it out as soon as possible. Once again, Brent Lane, CPS News, doing what I can to live through this with you all and stay safe, stay secure, and just stay vigilant. Okay, everyone, thank you for sticking with us, with me today. I guess it's not really us, but I mean, I guess the us is how many correspondents and how many people in this community are stepping up to provide information so I can get it out as needed. Here's a quick update. This one's going to come in from Charlotte Smith again. First up, she is sharing just some emergency preparedness basics. I've been sharing a few of them as we go on today regarding batteries being charged. Make sure you've got a bucket of water, you've got water on hand, and remaining indoors. Also, you will want to be sure that you've prepared your food strategically. Keep your refrigerator, freezer closed as much as possible. Keep the cold temperatures in if you don't have a generator. Gather your medications and essentials just in case. It's recommended to collect at least 3 days worth, according to Charlotte and her sources. Have an emergency to-go bag ready just in case you have to move. Again, not recommending you go outside or you go anywhere, but those should include maybe a change of clothes, comfortable shoes, hats, sunglasses, identification, passports, and cash, because electronic payments might not work. It's really important. Of course, protect your home, lock all your doors, close the curtains and windows. Avoid standing near windows today, of course. I'm doing it a little more than I hoped, given I'm looking out there and reporting on the information, on what I see. And of course, don't personally document any criminal activity. Avoid filming, photographing anyone, or updating about cartel presence. As you can see, I'm keeping this very high level out of my own personal safety as well. Don't drive unless needed. If your vehicle is parked outside, don't go out there and try to retrieve it. Just let it be and hope for the best that we're going to be okay. And then, of course, have an emergency contact plan and identify someone outside of Puerto Vallarta who you can serve as a check-in contact. Share your live location. Live 360 is a really good app for this one. If you don't have it, I don't sponsor it. I'm not endorsed by them or endorsing them in any way, but I use it personally for when I'm traveling. So Live 360 is a great app on your phone to share your location with anyone. Only rely on official channels. That's what I'm doing. So if you're getting it from me, that I've verified the news that's coming to me. If you're a foreign national and you need more information, U.S. citizens can contact the U.S. consulate in Guadalajara. I'll share that information with you. Again, thanks to Charlotte Smith for this, 334-624-2102. Or that's within Mexico, or 5585262561 for after-hours emergencies. And of course, this is something I've recommended as we were traveling around the the world. Enroll in your local STEP program, STEP. Look that up if you can. For the U.S. and Canadian citizens should review the latest travel advisories as well. Stay in touch with your neighbors. Keep sharing these videos. We're trying to remain calm, remain accurate with what we're seeing. Also, I want to shout out to Matt Werder. Matt is from Vallarta Unified Health Solutions. I asked him a little bit about what if you have a medical emergency? What if you did have a doctor's appointment? Clearly, if you have a doctor's appointment today, you're not going to want to go to that. If you have a medical emergency, what I would say is, or what, sorry, what he would say, and I trust him as a verified source of Vallarta Unified Health Solutions. Don't be picky about the hospital you need to go to. Go to the closest one that you feel is safe. Get your emergency care there. Don't be choosy and drive across town. Get your medical care as close as possible. He also reported firsthand seeing that kiosco that burned down 1 block from Unrise. I've also seen looting there. So again, you don't want to be near those areas. So again, thank you to Matt Werder. Thank you to Charlotte Smith for providing updates and a few others. Keep sending me info that you know is verified and true. And again, if you're watching this video, please keep sharing it with the people you know so we as a community can all be on the same page with verified news. Stay tuned again, Brent Lane, CPS News. I'll be back as soon as there's an update. Hey everyone, this is Brent Lane, CPS News anchor, Puerto Vallarta, Bahia de Banderas, bringing you continued updates on the situation in Puerto Vallarta today. Recently, just about 20 or 30 minutes ago, I posted an update regarding health and human service related items. I just did get contacted by Pam Thompson Webb, who's another trusted advisor for health within the community, like Matt. She just wants to, and she's lived here for 33 years, by the way. So I know in talking with her, this is one of the, scariest situations she's been through. I haven't been here for 33 years, but I've been here for quite a few, and this is a tough day for everybody. So let's just get to the facts as usual. Pam passes on that it's important to know that hospitals are open. They are receiving urgent patients, but doors are locked and they're sometimes boarded. Those are just to keep the patients inside safe and secure. If you need to go to a hospital, once again, as Matt reported recently, go to the closest one. Bang on the door. As crazy as that sounds, bang on the door. They should let you in to give you medical service if needed. Of course, if you have a medical appointment today, it is canceled. Many of the offices are going to be canceled today. She also reiterates, do not go out into the streets to take a video. Stay clear of the streets, stay inside, stay safe, and only follow, and this is, again, kind of my message here and kind of why I'm doing this, only follow reputable and confirmed news sources. Don't help perpetuate misinformation, and don't get your stories confused between here and Guadalajara. I'm doing all I can to weed through that information to make sure we're only getting local, for accurate news that's verified. As was reported before, if you have any medical issues, feel free to direct message Pam or via WhatsApp, and she's with Healthcare Source PV, Healthcare Resources Puerto Vallarta. Again, if you have a medical situation and you feel comfortable with working with Matt Werder or working with Pam, don't hesitate, please do. They're going to do what they can from their shelter in place. Pam has got continued contact reliable sources and authorities, as I do. So anything I get from her, like anyone else out there, I'm sharing that information. So if you have anything late and breaking, let me know. I did recently get contacted by someone in the U.S. that has connections within Homeland Security and has worked on the Mencha case before in the past. Charlotte's probably going to be talking to them to get some inside information, and then we'll vet that information to see what is safe and secure to share and what we can share and what we believe is vetted, accurate news. So again, that's going to be from one of my personal contacts in the U.S. that has someone who does work with Homeland Security and is familiar with this case. So there might be some breaking news coming with that. All right, that's all the information I have for right now. Again, keep your comments coming in. Again, make sure they're verified, make sure they're accurate, please. And as I get more information, and especially anything from Charlotte regarding that conversation with my connection with the DEA and someone who's worked on cartel investigation and wiretaps, that's going to be some very interesting information as it comes in. So stay tuned, and I'll be sure to tag that video so you know it's coming in. Okay, that's all for now. Keep your follows coming. Keep sharing this. This is the accurate and confirmed information of Puerto Vallarta. Brent Lane, CPS News. Okay, another update. It's currently 3:43 in Puerto Vallarta. This is Brent Lane with CPS News reporting on another update that just came in from one of my correspondents in town. They didn't actually tell me to use their name, so I won't. But the El Mercado Cinco de Diciembre, a lot of you know that market. Looks like it's been completely burned out and destroyed. I'll attach a video in the comments below to that, but another report of a burning that goes along with the kiosco, an OXO, as well as the cars, and unconfirmed yet if there's damage to Costco. Again, people and pets and family members are most important, but I'm also, reporting on what's out there and what's being sent to me as it comes in and is verified. Again, continue to shelter in place, as you know. Continue to support each other and continue to watch and share these videos, as I'm only going to report verified news that's sent to me. Again, I'll post the video of the Cinco de Diciembre market below. And thank you for tuning in. Brent Lane, CPS News. Hey all, back again. Brent Lane, CPS News, reporting on the situation in Puerto Vallarta, Valle de Banderas. Well, it sounds quiet outside and it seems like things are calmer. I'm still seeing many plumes of smoke in the distance, as well as even a correspondent from all the way out in the Yucatan on the other side of Mexico. He's reporting that unrest in Cancun, Cozumel, so that's Quintana Roo. And as news reports have shared, this is happening across Mexico. Clearly, we in Jalisco are a bit more affected, given it's the local cartel that the leader was the leader of, Remencho. So with that, that's the first information I've directly gotten from someone on the other side in the Yucatan in Mexico and Merida. So thank you to Grant for that information. Again, I'm only reporting reliable information that people either tell me or I see with my own eyes, or I can report on as being absolutely true, as to avoid the perpetuation of false information. The real information is scary enough without the false. I do have a video coming in again from correspondent Matt again. Thank you, Matt. He's sharing a video of a chopper, a helicopter going overhead, assuming it's going to be military. I haven't even seen the video come in as of yet because it just came in. So I'll share that in this post or somewhere as well. Thank you again to Matt for sharing that. I'd ask that you all keep sharing validated, true information as needed. I'm going to keep getting it out. And thank you for viewing these and sharing them as what I would say, one of the real credible news reports here in town right now. I know Charlotte's also out there working on some stories for us and working hard. I feel like we're going to be providing updates throughout the day and night as things go on. I don't know if we've seen the worst or if the worst is coming. I will say that President Scheinbaum sent out a message earlier today, probably about 1 hour ago, that said the Secretariat of National Defense reported on the operation carried out this morning by the Mexican Army and National Guard, which has now resulted in these blockades. It was absolute coordination with the governments of all states. She's saying we must remain informed and calm. Again, these are her words. The social media accounts by the Security Cabinet, going too fast, are providing permanent updates in most national territories. Activities are proceeding with complete normality. Not exactly what I'm hearing, as opposed to what the president is saying. She is recognizing the Mexican Army, National Guard, and Armed Forces and Security Cabinet, and they're working for peace and justice. We'll keep our eye out. Right now, I'm not seeing a lot of military presence or any right now in Vallarta. I'll be interested to see the video that Matt just sent. And again, if you're seeing things, hearing things, and they're valid and true, please do share. We've seen already disturbing images of the market in Cinco de Diciembre. I've seen personally fires at Vedanta. We've seen the kiosco not only get burned but looted, as well as a gym. And of course, a lot of international and national news has covered the fires that were around Costco because that's a polarizing place. Most of the reports I've seen have been that those were cars and trucks around it, possibly the gas station. I can neither confirm nor deny any of that as of yet. I think I've provided you information on the airports. Clearly, if you're traveling in or out of Puerto Vallarta today, you're going to stay in place and not do that. So again, stay in place, shelter in place. Follow the advice given by me and by Charlotte in terms of emergency preparedness. You can never be too prepared, especially as we move through the day into night, where activity could peak up. I don't know. I'm not going to fearmonger here or guess on that. So let's just stay tuned together. Let's stay as one as a community and unfold these events as they come. All right. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll be posting that helicopter video soon. Brent Lane, CPS News. Okay, everyone, Brent Lane, CPS News back on. This is going to be a short one. I'm just beginning to receive quite a few videos and reports of increased helicopter activity in Centro. Yellow smoke, which is reported to me from a building from one of my correspondents. Thank you for that. Again, indicating it's a possible building fire. Also reported to me, once again, this isn't me viewing it, but it's out there, that an armored vehicle has collided with a burned out bus in town. Again, not something I saw personally, but something that's been reported to me. The helicopters, I've seen quite a few videos. The helicopter activity is definitely cranked up, and I am seeing more smoke, especially south towards Centro. I'll be checking the north again soon. And we're going to continue monitoring this. This could be a long night, everybody, and a long day. But I do promise to be here throughout all of it and keep the coffee going and doing what we can. And I don't mean to laugh. Nothing is funny about this, but we're definitely, just like you, I'm trying to make the best of this situation. And I have a lot of my correspondents who have lived in Mexico 20, 30, 40 years, and none of them have ever seen anything like this. And that's not to promote any kind of panic in any way, shape, or form. It's just this is an unusual countrywide situation involving cartel, leadership, power, the government, and we'll just have to see how it all shakes out and what happens. So I'll keep you updated if I get any other or see any other presidential updates or any more videos that come in. But again, if you're currently monitoring the helicopters or the smoke downtown, I just got a note it's moving along 200 now. I'm not sure if that's north or south. And U.S. government and the embassy is also, U.S. government embassy in Mexico is reporting, of course, as you know, widespread, and again, I'm getting this as it's coming in, so I'm literally just getting this across my desk. Widespread across the country, Puerto Vallarta, Chapala, Guadalajara, Baja California state, including Tijuana, Tecate, Ensenada, Quintana Roo, as I reported earlier. That includes Cancun, Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum. Areas of Guanajuato, Guerrero, Michoacan, Oaxaca, Nuevo León, and more all being affected. I know I said this would be a short update, but when things come across my desk, I'm going to share them with you as I see them. It says, and again, once again, this is from the U.S. Embassy and Consulate in Mexico. Due to ongoing security operations and related road blockages and criminal activity, U.S. citizens in these named locations that I just named should shelter in place until further notice. All U.S. government staff at the consulate in Tijuana and all U.S. government staff in Guerrero, Michoacan, Quintana Roo, and states have been directed also to shelter in place. All U.S. government staff at consulate General Monterrey have been directed to also remain in Monterrey and shelter in place. This reiterates that no airports have been closed. Again, that's very conflicting. Roadblocks have impacted airline operations, with some domestic and international flights canceled in both Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta. All taxis and ride shares are suspended in Puerto Vallarta as well. as many of the businesses reported earlier. So again, that just came across my desk. Thank you so much to Grant, my correspondent out in the Yucatan, for reporting on that. Outside of that, just expect me to be here all day and night. I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to bring anything that's not true or vague, and so we're really vetting this. All I can say is stay indoors, stay safe, and keep watching for updates and sharing this information with your loved ones as well. I know a lot of people are concerned of what's going on. The AI photos and videos are rampant out there right now. Try not to perpetuate those. If you have a question about a photo or video you see, feel free to send it to me on WhatsApp, on Facebook, however you want to reach out to me, and I'll happily help you vet that as well as my correspondence. We're pretty used to this. Okay, that's all for now. Keep the information coming, and I'll keep sharing it. I will say, just vaguely, that there could be an escalation of violence. Oh, I see a helicopter right outside my window going through town right now. So that's my firsthand view of the military helicopter circling. The violence could escalate tonight, later into the evening, but I cannot verify or confirm that as yet. Those are inside sources, and they're still vetting that. So let's hold that and not panic about that for now. I will continue to update you, and if need be, I'll be here all night with you. All right. Once again, Brent Lane, CPS News, reporting live as the information comes in. Thank you. Okay, everybody in Puerto Vallarta and Bahia de Banderas, this is Brent Lane again, CPS News anchor, providing you only the real and verified updates as they come out today. It's currently 6 p.m. in Puerto Vallarta, and I did get an update from an anonymous source that I trust greatly, who has connections that are pretty high up within the community, so you're going to want to hear this. It's not a ton, so let me just get to it without teasing it too much. What they wrote me was that they just heard from very high levels. This is a quote. Just heard from high levels, the bad boys have stopped and left. It's all clear on the streets. They are saying also, the person that wrote this to me, that I do trust and is in a position that I believe they would have high level information, that things are very fluid. This could all change. But what I'm hearing and what I was told right now from my high level anonymous source is that the bad boys have stopped and left. That's a quote. And that it's all clear on the streets. But again, things are always fluid. Okay. If I get more about that or I get more information about that, I'll be sure to share it. But as of right now, that's what I know from a high level anonymous source. Thanks for tuning in again. This is Brent Lane with CPS News. On site right here in Puerto Vallarta, monitoring the situation as we go. Again, we're just past 6 p.m. and I'll be reporting as more news comes in. Thank you. Hey everyone, again, this is Brent Lane, CPS News correspondent that's been with you all day for what's going on in Puerto Vallarta and the surrounding areas. I did just get an update regarding from the municipal government. Let me read this to you and share it, as I like to only share absolutely verified information. Important notice went out. It says, important notice for security measures. The municipal government of Puerto Vallarta announced the suspension of work activities this Monday, February 23rd. So that's going to be tomorrow. And they recommend that the public follow these guidelines. Remain sheltered in your home, as we've been saying here. Avoid traveling on roads where blockades have been reported. Stay informed through official channels. And if you don't speak Spanish, this probably is going to be your channel. Don't spread rumors or unverified information. Once again, my goal here, no rumors, no unverified information. I won't share anything I can't validate with at least a couple sources. And of course, do not share false audio or video messages that create panic. And so once again, avoiding that. So the main information here, as the municipal government has already announced that all work is closed tomorrow. I don't know what that means in terms of anticipation of pending violence or what's happening, or if they're just getting ahead of it and assuming nobody should be on the streets tomorrow. So I know your question is going to come in about airports, flights, travel. It's all unknown. It's all fluid. As I know, you're going to know. And luckily, I've got this amazing group of correspondents. This one came in immediately from our correspondent, Charlotte. Thank you so much for that. You've been rocking the information. And again, reminder, if you've got valid information that's true and non-inflammatory, please share it with me and I will share with the public as needed. Please realize if I don't share something, it just means because I've either already done it or I need to get more information. So that's where we are today in Puerto Vallarta, currently in Bahia de Banderas, and it's currently 6:18 p.m. And as we move closer and closer to nightfall and 9 p.m., where there has been some rumors of there could be some unrest, but there's also rumors, like you saw in my last video, that we've reached the calm. I don't know which one's true. I mean, I wish I could tell you. Feel free to interact with me if you have any questions. I obviously can't answer everything, but we're all here together, and if there's anything I can say or do or reassure you on, I've gotten a lot of messages already. I will do so and continue to like just dig through the news that's out there that a lot of isn't real. And I know that the coverage, I just got a message. Thank you, Sarah, for saying I'm doing a great job. Thank you very much. But as she mentioned, there's almost no coverage in the U.S. about this. I have seen some on CNN. I don't believe Fox is covering much, and I'm not seeing much in the U.S. But again, this isn't a Jalisco only problem. This is, again, if you haven't followed with all the posts, this is a nationwide situation. I've posted videos from Quintana Roo. We've had reports coming in from Mexico City. It seems like all is calm there, which is great. But there is unrest in other places within our beloved country of Mexico. So here's hoping from now till 9 p.m. or later tonight. I don't have any crazy news to report, but if there is anything that comes up and it's valid, I will report on it. All right, hang in there, everybody. We're one big community, and we're going to make it through this. And just keep your head down and be safe, everybody, and stay in place. All right, Brent Lane, CPS News, thank you for tuning into this update. Okay, all. This is me again, Brent Lane, CPS News, reporting live from Puerto Vallarta in English regarding the situation right now and across all of Mexico, really. But in terms of Puerto Vallarta, I just received 2 to 3 viable news correspondents updates that they've seen at least four filled trucks with military people driving down Morelos into the Romantica zone. There's a helicopter you may or may not hear going across my window now. That's a military helicopter. So we are seeing some military activity out there. I don't know yet exactly what they're doing. My assumption is cleanup and protection, obviously. I did see one comment that said they were cleaning up some of the burned out vehicles downtown. I will report right now, it is strangely quiet right now. One of my correspondents says they are seeing people out and about right now in Centro. They're walking around with huge bags of things. These could be looters. They might not be looters, but I'm not going to perpetuate any false information, as is my policy. So that is just speculation at this point, but one of the correspondents did say that as well. Other than that, it's 6:30 p.m. If you're just now tuning in and you haven't been with us all day long, the situation across Mexico is urgent after one of the cartel leaders was downed and killed today. Puerto Vallarta is pretty much on lockdown today. It's already been announced that Puerto Vallarta will be closed tomorrow in terms of government offices and businesses and transportation. So we'll keep you abreast of that. I did have a anonymous high-level news source tell me that they felt that the worst was over and we've reached a period of calm, but they did reiterate to me that the situation is very fluid, so anything can change, even at their level, which trust me is very, very high and very, very trustworthy. That things could change at any moment, and the situation is fluid. There have been rumors of a 9 p.m. next engagement point, which to me just means like something could or something couldn't happen at 9 p.m. I'll plan to be on then, as long as I'm able to and nothing's happening to cut me off. But right now, I've got power, I've got internet, I've got a huge view of the city. I'm not seeing a lot of smoke right now. I don't think I'm seeing any. I did see the military helicopter go by. To the north, things seem to be calm in terms of the airport and Vedanta. I don't see fires there or the bridge. So right now, we're relatively calm, and God forbid we stay that way, and maybe the worst is past us. But again, we shall see. So we're going through this together, everybody. Keep sending your comments, information, news, feedback, and I'll keep corresponding with you guys and tell it as it really is. And again, please don't share anything that doesn't look real, AI or fake. It's just causing panic out there. And I just even got a note that even in Merida, and we've been reporting from our correspondent out there, Grant, that they have seen a lot of security out there. Merida in the Yucatan. No, I used to live there. It's known as one of the safest places in Mexico. They're seeing a lot of tension out there right now and a lot of security, but no activity right now. So thank you to correspondent Guillermo for that information. If you're anywhere in Mexico and you're connected to me, you want to report in what's going on in your location. It's not just all about Puerto Vallarta and Valle de Banderas and Jalisco and Nayarit. There's a lot more to this. So keep sending information. I'll keep sending it out. So for now, I'm going to sign off again until I get more info, and that could be at any time because, it's just coming in fluidly. All right, Brent Lane, CPS News, corresponding live from my condo. Talk to y'all soon. Okay, all Brent Lane, CPS News, breaking update sent in from a couple of my correspondents throughout town. The yellow smoke you were seeing downtown seems to be coming from the Farmacia Guadalajara in Centro. If you live here, you probably know that area. There's a lot of vendors around it. So that yellow smoke is coming from Farmacia Guadalajara. So buildings are being set on fire, obviously, potentials for looting. So that just came in, so I wanted to share that and what will probably be a short update. There's also footage that came in on the military helicopter. I think I shared that. So for now, it's a very short update, but that's the latest update right now. And that yellow smoke downtown that a lot of people were wondering about, that again is the Farmacia Guadalajara site for many of our street vendors downtown, and a lot of our Centro people are very aware of that. Reports on the Costco fire mostly are saying that's the cars around it, possibly damage to the fire, to the gas station, but I can neither confirm nor deny that, so we'll let that go for now. I will say from my view, I'm seeing a few more cars on the street. I'm not saying that's indicative of things are calming down or it's time to let down your guard in any way, shape, or form. I'm also starting to see quite a few airline passengers walking back and forth up and down the street with their bags as the city transportation is shut down. I'm imagining it's the people that their flights were canceled, or maybe people making their way to the airport in hopes that they will still have a flight. So again, that's all for now. Brent Lane, CPS News, and as soon as I get more information or news, I'm going to share it with you immediately, and keep sharing your information with me. And if it's valid and verifiable, I'll share it with the public as I go. Okay, Brent Lane, CPS News. Thank you. Okay, everybody in Vallarta and across Mexico, Brent Lane here again, reporting only real verified news and some fairly believable news as well. So right now, one of my correspondents just sent in that expectations about overnight activity are there. Nobody is saying right now what that activity might be or alluded to it, but I can say my correspondent said that city authorities are on high alert for it, and pretty much government employees are being said stay home, do not come in, stay in place. So that's at the higher levels and the government level, and so that's what I'm getting on that. Also report from the municipal government of Puerto Vallarta that vehicle removal is beginning following incidents on the streets of Puerto Vallarta. They've begun to remove the vehicles from various roadways across the municipality, explaining that before any vehicle can be removed, there has to be a cooling operation carried out to prevent potential risk and ensure, we don't want any explosions. We've heard a few of those today. This removal process might take some time, as you can imagine. And they also emphasize that these efforts are being conducted with safety in the top priority. So please stay home, stay away from these cars. These are hazardous areas. There's fuel, oil burning. The fire department's at maximum as well. And that's a joint effort to take care of these vehicles that have burned around the city. And so across the municipality, we're going to be seeing some of that activity. So if you do see them out there, that is what's going on with the vehicles right now. Once again, potentially there could be more activity at 9 p.m., but I'm not going to be one to cause panic or unrest. So again, unverified. We don't know this. This is not something that I know for a fact. Are there rumors? Yes, but rumors are rumors until they happen. So I'm going to be with you here until 9, potentially also all night and all tomorrow and throughout this entire event to bring you only the real factual news from my correspondents across all of Mexico. No major news right now from the Yucatan or Quintana Roo or those areas. I did get an update from my correspondent Des out there in Mexico City. Everything in Mexico City is calm and collected and peaceful, and nothing different than any other night. I am hearing very light explosions out there. An explosion out there. I'm not sure what that was, but I also can say out towards Pitial. I'm seeing a large plume of yellow smoke again. If that is indicative of anything, when I saw yellow smoke last time, it was Pharmacia Guadalajara downtown, so that could be a building and not a car. So that's where we are right now. Hang in there. I'll bring more to you as I get it. Okay, Brent Lane reporting on the situation in Puerto Vallarta, Bahia de Banderas, and all of Mexico right now.
Not like, you know what I mean? That doesn't seem very random if it's Oxo's opening very again. But then San Francisco Rio, right?
Hey everyone, this is Brent again, bringing you the latest update. And I was going to wait a little bit longer, but I got a little bit of positive news that I'm sure we're all desperate for that. But once again, just bringing you the news that I can verify as real, accurate, and verified from my correspondent. So my correspondent for Guadalajara is reporting this. Guadalajara has started reopening public transportation lines only to get people who are stranded back home. They are hoping that all lines will be opened again by the morning. Now, again, that's for Guadalajara in Jalisco, if you don't know where that is. How that applies to Puerto Vallarta, Bahia de Banderas, I can't say right now. But I think we're all desperate for a little bit of positive news. So once again, I can report that I've received information that Guadalajara started reopening public transportation to get people home and possibly to open tomorrow. So maybe that's some positive news for our stranded folks around Puerto Vallarta. We actually have a few stranded people in our own home right now, believe it or not. I know they're happy to be here, and we're happy to have them here safely. So again, get home, be home. Don't go out looking for public transportation tonight just because I posted that. But if I get any updates about our public transportation, I'll be sure to share that right away. Okay, so that's it for now, folks. Again, this is Brent Lane reporting, and I'll be back with you guys as the night goes on. It is currently 7:36 p.m. in Puerto Vallarta, and we're really waiting for that next inflection point, which is 9 p.m. Hey everybody, Brent Lane reporting in. It is now 9:03 p.m. And as I've been reporting all day, this is one of my inflection points based upon the news and my correspondence today that 9 p.m. could hold some unrest. But I will say, as of right now, my view and hearing the city, I don't hear anything, I don't see anything. It doesn't mean we're in the clear by any means, but I will say it looks like 9 a.m. is going to pass without any major uprisings or fighting. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let you know. I will still say that, it's not totally safe out there. I just got information about one of the groups that I'm involved with. They lost their vehicle today, their phone. The founder of the group, or one of them, was pulled out of his car. His cell phone was taken. His car was taken and presumably burned out. That's very disturbing, and I know there's going to be calls in the upcoming weeks for help to get some of these organizations back on their feet again, and I'll be here to vet out which of those organizations are in the most need, and I'll pass that on. But I'm following those updates just like you all are, and pulling them in real time. So as of right now, it's 9 p.m. again, or past 9 p.m. 9:05 actually, and Vallarta is eerily quiet. I've never seen it this quiet. During COVID, I lived in the Yucatan, so I can't comment on how quiet it was here. But this is even more eerie than that from what I've heard. So I guess I'm reporting from a very quiet Vallarta, and hopefully it stays that way tonight. But again, if I hear anything else, if I get any more information from my correspondents out there, I'll be sure to share it. I will say one of the most interesting things, and maybe this is just our society today, it's half the battle's been getting the real news out there, as you know. The other half has really been trying to identify the fake news and tell you all it's fake and let you know that that photo isn't real or that news isn't real, and I hope that that's been of help. That, of course, I'll continue, because that is my never-ending quest here in Vallarta and Mexico, to dig down into those stories and figure out which ones aren't new or which ones have an agenda behind them. So if you've been following all day, I hope this is the last report for tonight. But if it's not, I'll be right here with you as needed. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us. Keep Puerto Vallarta in mind today and tomorrow. Again, businesses are closed tomorrow. CPS News, where I'm the anchor, is closed tomorrow, so there will not be a newscast, but instead I'll be right here giving you the real news as I hear it and as I find it out, and providing it to you in an unbiased, truthful way. Keep the information coming in, and big shout out to all of my correspondents that really stepped up today. Grant out of there in the Yucatan, who's still sending in information. Charlotte here locally, who's working with the press nonstop and with the government. Desiree out there in Mexico City, and everyone else out there that's helped to keep us informed of what's going on across all of Mexico. You have my thanks, and we'll continue on with this tomorrow. So hang in there, everybody. Stay strong. Yes, Bernadette, thank you for your comment. I'm going to keep bringing you all the real news. I appreciate your comments and all the support I got today, and we are one big family. So I'm hoping this is good night, but I can't guarantee it, unfortunately. So for now, good night. Once again, Brent Lane reporting from Puerto Vallarta, Valle de Banderas, on what's happening here regarding the cartel, the violence, and right now the eerie quietness. Tiredly. I look tired. People are starting to notice. Hey everybody. If I look tired, it's because I am tired, but I'm here with you all. We're all here as a community. This is Brent Lane reporting again from Puerto Vallarta, Valle de Banderas, on everything going on. I did get a couple updates you might be interested in. The first one is the reports to me indicate that the Secretary of Transportation is informed tomorrow, February 23rd, that public transportation services will resume and be offered as normal throughout the state. And as well, right now, taxis are regularizing service as well. That my correspondents say, because obviously I take that information and I take it and I make sure it's all valid and real. My correspondents say that that's the goal, but it's really dependent upon how the road cleanup happens. And if there is any update or unforeseen circumstances, it's going to be announced to the Secretary of Transportation Jalisco page. And my correspondent, Charlotte, is going to be all over it. And I'll have that information and I'll provide it to you. Also, reporting this, I know you're not out tonight, nor should you be, but police are currently implementing motorcycle checkpoints. So a lot of the damage and a lot of the looting, as we've seen in the videos, has been done by people on motorbikes pulling over cars and burning them. So motorcycle checkpoints are now in place in the city, and they're stopping motorcycles and checking them. So I believe that's good news as well. Again, things are quiet other than the persistent smell of burning rubber. You got my latest updates on Ishtapa and those areas which are still under fire, and the massive amount of oxos that have been burned out and destroyed throughout all of Jalisco. So again, the main updates right now for the 10 o'clock hour is going to be motorcycle checkpoints are in place, and the possibility that public transportation and taxi service resuming. Taxis might have resumed, but I don't think so. I don't really see anybody out there. But possibly we're free and open tomorrow, as long as there's not unforeseen hiccup in it. So again, I'm sorry, a little bit broken compared to how I presented to you earlier. It's just been a long day. I'm very tired. But again, I'm committed to be here as long as necessary with you, because you're up and you're watching, and continue providing information as you have, and I'll keep reporting it to everyone. So hang in there, everybody. Hang in there, Vallarta. We're a strong community. We're going to get through this like we do everything. Shout out to you as well, Stefan Hoffmeyer. Thanks for your comment. It has been a long day, and I'm sure it's been a long day for you too. And appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully this is the last update tonight, but I don't know. We'll keep an eye on things. Okay, Brent Lane, over and out right now. Thank you as well to Brito, who just left a comment. Appreciate it, and we'll see how things go for tonight. Good morning, Puerto Vallarta and the entire Bay Area. If I sound tired, well, I am tired, and I hope you got some sleep last night and hung in there and focused in on the real news and events that were happening in Puerto Vallarta and all of the Bay Area. And I'm hoping, like me, you've got a coffee in hand. Maybe yours doesn't say CPS News Brent Lane, but mine does this morning. I just felt that was the appropriate cup for the morning. So, first of all, thank you for all the kind comments, and it's hard in this world today to go through an entire day of posting anything, even one post, and have so much positive feedback. And so for that, I thank you. It makes me feel like all of this is absolutely worth it, of course, along with just making sure this information gets out. So it's early. Here's the real update that I see and hear out there right now. Puerto Vallarta is very quiet. It's almost eerily quiet, but the birds are singing. The clouds are clearing. It's a bit hazy out there. I don't see any smoke on the horizon right now across the city. Maybe a small, well, there might be a small plume out there. I mean, this is real-time updates, folks. Out the other way, I haven't personally seen any flights take off this morning as of yet. It's currently 7:56 Puerto Vallarta time. Again, I'm not going to tell you that the airport is closed or there's no flights going out today. But I will say I personally am not seeing any flights as of yet. The night was calm and quiet. Once again, as far as I know, Nothing's been reported to me of anything going on last night. A lot of information's been sent to me overnight. A lot of information about U.S. involvement and why OXOs and a lot of stuff. And again, I'm only going to comment on what I can absolutely confirm and validate. Good morning, Jolene. I see your message. Thank you for hanging in there with me another day. So, again, just to focus in on what's real, what's going on, and what my correspondents across Mexico are sending me. So, for now, quiet here in Puerto Vallarta. If you're just catching up and this is the first or second video you've seen, please just scroll all the way down through my Facebook page to catch up from the beginning. If you find the video with the yellow shirt, that's the one identifying Mark. The yellow shirt's the first video I did, and it was kind of like spur of the moment. And then you can scroll up from there and just kind of get updates. Maybe I'll try to see if I can do a download of all the videos to create one package and put that onto YouTube to make it a little bit easier. But like you all, I'm scrambling to keep up with these events and what's going on, and wasn't prepared to begin reporting live from my home studio. So it is what it is. As a reminder for those who do watch myself and Jesse Ruiz on the Monday evening English news, we will not have a newscast tonight. It almost seems counterintuitive to what's going on, but the city is pretty much on a lockdown still. The government has said, businesses should stay closed today. I believe public transportation might reopen today. I reported on that yesterday, so we'll see about that. But there will not be a newscast tonight, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing here and focusing on getting out real news to everybody. So for now, Tim, Catalina, Maureen, Judy, everybody who's writing me, Liam, thank you so much, and good morning to you guys too. I hope I don't look as tired as I feel. I'll wake up eventually. But good morning, Puerto Vallarta, Bahia de Banderas. We're in this together today. Let's focus on sharing real news, verified news, blocking away all the AI that's coming in, and really focusing in on our community and healing. So cheers to everybody. Thank you, Pam, for your kind words. Man, it really keeps me motivated. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to end the video. Again, this is Brent Lane, reporting live, having a beautiful, wonderful coffee with you, Maureen. Thank you. And we're going to get through this today and report on what's happening. So hang in there, everybody.